right, so this #1 welterweight contender has found his way back to a title fight. A lot of people didn't think he would get there, and he's made a career of proving doubters wrong.
You know, he carries a chip on his shoulder. You tell this man that he can't do something.
Right.
He will make it a point to get that done. He said from the moment he walked out the octagon last time and didn't win the belt, that I will be back. Many smirked at him. Many laughed. But his inner circle believed that it was only a matter of time before their guy got another chance, and when he got here, he would get the job done.
Now, some would argue he wasn't ready the first time around. I think that's probably a little bit too simplistic, but there's no denying he has rounded out his game. He has evolved. He's maximized the developmental time, and a lot of people believe we will have a new champion by night's end. There he is, folks, Kevin Holland, as usual, ready to battle as he tries to take home the title. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that I think separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Khamzat Chimaev has graced the octagon. We are set to go for our main event of the evening. All right, now let's get you our tail of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. We set it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Kevin the Trailblazer Holland. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, here we go with the start of this round. Kevin Holland has had a lot of big moments in the UFC. He is now competing exclusively in the welterweight division, and he's willing to fight guys that a lot of these welterweights are not, calling for matchups against the likes of Sean Brady and others. First order of business, this high-profile clash here tonight. High-impact takedown for Khamzat Chimaev early, and clearly he's taking the path of least resistance tonight.
I watch Khamzat Chimaev, and I'm always amazed at his ability to not only get takedowns, but get them so easily, and it seems like it takes so little effort to get the fight to the ground. He will tell you what he's going to do, and he is constantly doing exactly that.
Ground and pound the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Chimaev has got full mount now.
Let's go. I need you to posture.
He's got to be careful here.
Big elbow there, lands. Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by Holland. right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Relax. Keep those hands high.
Lands with the ground and pound. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Holland. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Where's your guard?
Oh, you got to be careful there, yep.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
Let's go. Keep the pressure. You're winning. Look to finish.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone.
Chimaev's going for that arm triangle. Let's see if he has it. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Good round, okay? You won that round by controlling your position on the ground. You need more of that. If you're on top, I need you to keep that.
All right, let's look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about just the efficiency when it comes to the ground and pound game?
He was able to throw at the right time, secure at the right time. He wasted no action. For me, this is the most exciting type of fight. A guy that is just dominating his opponent, really, truly putting the grind on his opponent from the top position.
Second round here. Watch the strike and then counters with a beautifully placed hook. Nice job by Holland. Oh!
Another big body kick lands. Level change, leg, finish the takedown. Great job.
Holland getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up. All right, opens the guard, now stacked guard. Holland's back in full guard.
Good job being a threat off your back and not allowing your opponent to get comfortable.
Oh, beautiful fight instinct there as he reverses position, and now he's got the dominant position.
Did a fantastic job recognizing, man.
That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, countering, it looks like with a Von Flue choke, or maybe we should call it the OSP now, but trying to get out of the guillotine. Oh, he's out. He's work, guys. Holland's in half guard.
That was nice. Oh.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked. Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound here, DC. He's not just staying busy for the sake of staying busy. These strikes are doing damage.
Oh, yeah. No pity pat to this guy. This guy's trying to land, and he's trying to land effective strikes.
Holland going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Oh, he's got his back. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Postures up now and lands the vicious head strike. These ground strikes are starting to add up.
He's got to start throwing now.
All right, let's go. Work those hips. Let's go.
Oh, good defense. Yes.
Round 3 next.
Great work. You won that last round. This round, we want to keep mixing things up. Use your punches, use your knees, use your kicks. I want to see you work that through.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. Kevin Holland gets caught by the straight punch. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Nice. Nicely done.
Does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
A swing. Pinpoint accuracy on that punch right there. His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
A hammer fist here by Chimaev. Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Holland's going for a choke.
That guillotine is tight. Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Right inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles. Nice defense.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
Now he's going full mount.
Nice positional control here. Ground and pound keeps coming. Good movement to avoid that damage coming down. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much. Great shots from the top position.
And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. Holland's in half guard. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running a guy over, Johnny, and he just gets up.
Oh, hard ground and pound strike there. I believe that one opened him up. Oh, heavy shots continue to rain down. Chimaev's able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
Now, this is a position you don't see every day. They're in the north-south position now on the ground.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
Fight. Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. Huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop him. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Chimaev's got a pretty deep bruise now, starting to appear on the right side of it.
He's going to guillotine.
Oh, what a beautiful counter to the guillotine there. Gets side mount. Now, oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep.
Oh, how on God's green earth did he get out? All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys who start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Holland's eye starting to swell now.
This is where he wants to be.
Chimaev's in half guard now. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Oh, nice shot landed from the bottom.
Nice transition.
All right, crowd absolutely loving it as the... Oh! He's out! Khamzat Chimaev with a huge win tonight!
What a performance.
Here's the buff with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 5 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout and